Joseph was a young boy, but his life was already marked by destiny. He was the son of Jacob, born into a family where love was uneven and jealousy grew quietly like a shadow. Jacob loved Joseph more than his other sons, not because Joseph was perfect, but because he was different. To show this love, Jacob gave Joseph a special coat, a coat of many colors. It was beautiful, but it was also dangerous. Every time Joseph wore that coat, his brothers were reminded that they were not favored, and slowly, love turned into hatred. Joseph also had dreams that showed him standing tall while his brothers bowed before him. Dreams where even the sun, moon, and stars bowed at his feet. Joseph did not know when to stay silent. He shared his dreams openly, and with every word, the hatred in his brothers' hearts grew stronger. One day, Jacob sent Joseph to check on his brothers, who were tending sheep far from home. As Joseph walked toward them, wearing that same colorful coat, they saw him from a distance, and they said to one another, "Here comes the dreamer." In that moment, a terrible plan was born. They grabbed Joseph. They tore the coat from his body, and they threw him into a deep pit. Joseph cried out, but no one answered. Later, instead of killing him, they sold him to passing traders. Joseph was taken away in chains, far from his home, far from his father, far from everything he knew. That day, Joseph lost his freedom, but he did not lose his God. Joseph was taken to Egypt and sold as a slave to a man named Potiphar, an officer of Pharaoh. Even as a slave, God was with Joseph. Everything Joseph touched began to prosper. Potiphar noticed this and placed Joseph in charge of his entire household. Joseph had gone from favored son to slave to trusted leader. But the test was not over. Potiphar's wife noticed Joseph. Day after day, she tempted him, but Joseph refused. He said he could not betray his master, and more importantly, he could not sin against God. One day she grabbed him. Joseph ran, but she lied. She accused Joseph of doing what he never did, and without a trial, Joseph was thrown into prison, from favored son to slave to prisoner. Yet even in prison, God was still with him. Joseph was placed in charge of the other prisoners, and one night, 2 prisoners had strange dreams. Joseph interpreted them, and exactly as he said, the dreams came true. Joseph asked one of them to remember him when he was freed, but Joseph was forgotten. 2 full years passed. Then Pharaoh himself had a troubling dream. No one could explain it. Suddenly, Joseph was remembered. Joseph was brought out of prison, cleaned up, and taken before Pharaoh. Joseph explained the dream. 7 years of abundance were coming, then 7 years of severe famine. Joseph also offered wisdom. Store food during the good years, so Egypt can survive the famine. Pharaoh was amazed. That same day, Joseph was made ruler over all Egypt, second only to Pharaoh himself, from prisoner to prime minister. Years later, famine spread across the land, even to the place where Joseph's brothers lived. They came to Egypt for food, and they bowed. They bowed before Joseph. They did not recognize him, but Joseph recognized them. The dreams had come true. Joseph tested their hearts to see if they had changed. In the end, Joseph could not hold back his tears. He revealed himself, and instead of revenge, Joseph chose forgiveness. He said something powerful. What you meant for evil, God meant for good. Joseph saved his family. Joseph saved nations. Joseph's pain became purpose, and his story teaches us this. God may allow the pit, he may allow the prison, but he never forgets his promise. Sometimes delay is not denial, it is preparation.